Are you ready?
It's gonna be a hot girl disco summer. I'm never doing that again. I apologize. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Here, let's fix it. Something cool. Are we live? Is this thing on? I hope I'm not having technical difficulties. Somebody in the chat, let me know that our mic is working or not. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for joining us. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's good to see everybody in here. We got for you guys a waiver wire video. So we're going to talk about some of our favorite waiver wire targets. We're going to talk about the games that happened and transpired on Sunday. We're going to preview the two Monday Night Football games between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins at 7:15 p.m. Eastern time. And then I don't remember what time the second game between the Bengals and the we got to turn off our text time. And yes, the draft bell is our text time. You know, you are a diehard football guy when. Our guy Huhaim should be joining us soon. I hope he got the link. Yeah, he definitely got the link. And yeah, we're going to just recap everything that happened, talk about the waiver wire targets. And this is our guy, Huhaim. Welcome to the show, Huhaim. If you guys are not subscribed to my friend Huhaim, please fix your life. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate the raid.
Hey, no problem.
Yeah, we're just going to quickly recap what happened. We're going to talk about some waiver wire targets, and we're just going to keep it moving and answer any and all of the questions. So we got a comment here from Bones. Welcome to the show, Bones. Good to see you, brother. He says, skirt. He says, the MRI, you can hear me all right, right?
Yeah, I can.
Fantastic. The MRI has confirmed that it's a high ankle sprain for Joe Alt. Sources say he'll seek various opinions to determine how long he's out for, but expect it to be several weeks. Just based off of my knowledge of high ankle sprains, and I do have a vast knowledge of high ankle sprains, it's 2 to 4 weeks minimum for an offensive lineman. It's a little bit faster. Yeah,
I was going to ask you if it was faster for O linemen. I would assume it would be, because it's really bad for wide receivers, and then
yeah. It depends on which leg it's on. If it's on his right leg and he's playing left tackle because Rashawn Slater's out, he's more inclined to miss more time or bump out to the right side. And if it's on his left side, then he's completely fine because the leg that he's pushing off of and driving off of, especially in his pass pro predominantly, would be his right leg. So if it's his right ankle, it's probably longer. If it's his left ankle, it's probably shorter. As per Bones. Appreciate you, Bones. Thank you for the heads up there, buddy. BDE, what's up, my guy? What is up, B-Dog? Here's your thumbs up. Appreciate you. Thank you for the like. Would you rather start Waddle or Chase Brown full PPR tonight? I would say that Chase Brown has a fantastic matchup, and I'm going to lean Chase Brown because he's going to touch the ball more often. But Jalen Waddle also has a phenomenal matchup, and when you look at the New York Jets secondary, they hemorrhage production. What's your lean here? I'm going to say I'm 60-40 Chase Brown, but you have good problems here.
I think it's Chase Brown because I looked up. He did get 4 checkdowns last week, which means that Jake Browning's willing to do that. They're probably going to be behind. So, I mean, it's possible he just has more catches than Waddle for a lot less yards, but more catches. It's possible.
Side note, his longest reception prop currently is over 9.5 yards over on Drafters Fantasy. Make sure you guys use promo code DISCO to double your first deposit on Drafters Fantasy from anywhere between $25 to $100. Say you put 25, you'll have 50. If you put 50, you'll have 100. If you put 75, you'll have 150. And if you put 100, you'll have 200 to use. And your first bet's on me, and we're going to give you guys some very juicy locks to bet on tonight. So your first bet is, in fact, on us. Once again, it's Drafters Fantasy, promo code DISCO. Best Ball on Call says AV good. Everything's good. Appreciate you. Finkel over on Ray Finkel over on X. Please head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. I'll gladly answer any and all of your questions here. And that's a fantastic question, and I do like that question. Been holding Woody Marks. Think we will be seeing the new RB1 in Houston. I don't think that's a bad call. It really comes down to what the hell is going on with Joe Mixon, and that's what nobody's talking about. I've been treating the last 2 months since the Expo like Joe Mixon isn't coming back. Do you have any ideas?
Did you see the really cryptic message about Joe Mixon last week?
No, I did not. Talk to me about it.
So it said we will know more in October.
Okay.
So
So
that's all it
October is
said.
about Wednesday.
Yeah. So like that, it's pretty much still up in the air, but they have no idea, or they kind of know, but they don't want to release information because maybe like a second opinion or something is kind of what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
No more by October seems weird.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean,
it sounds cryptic, is what it sounds.
the entire situation's been really weird, and like through
Yeah.
all the murmurs and all the conversations I had at the Fantasy Football Expo, everybody's saying like he's not going to play at all. And Dustin, here's my recommendation: after Week 5, after they play a banged up, just defense in general for the Baltimore Ravens, sell high on Woody Marks because that's not a running game you want to invest in regardless. Sup, fellas? What's up, Andre? Good to see you, brother. If you got any questions, smash them in here. Hartman says, do you guys like any Jets wide receivers other than Wilson? It's tough to project. It really is tough to project. But like, how can you not like any and all of them? Because this is such a fantastic matchup across the board. When you look at the Miami Dolphins secondary, other than Minkah Fitzpatrick, you're dealing with injured players and backups because of all the injuries that they took in the offseason. So I like any and all of them. Like, I think Josh Reynolds is the one that comes immediately to mind. But Alan Lazard's not a bad sprinkle, especially if you're doing like one of those evening DFS slates. Great question. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I lean Lazard. I know Aaron Rodgers would.
Yeah, I mean, all right. Bone says Jonathan Gannon says about players not at practice Monday. Asked specifically about RB Trey Benson says called him day to day. Nothing will be more when noting there will be more when the injury report comes out Wednesday. Well, I believe he has a fantastic matchup Week 5 as well. I think he plays the Carolina Panthers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So about
the Dolphins play the Panthers. He plays the Titans, so still fantastic matchup.
Yeah, so the Alan Lazard, Josh Reynolds is the more talented guy.
Yeah,
but he's also coming back. Like he off an injury, right? So,
Basketball on Call says would be funny if Mixon was full participant on October 1st. Absolutely,
that would be hilarious.
What's up, Frizz Ill? Welcome to the show. If you guys are watching us on X, head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. We are covering for our brother and our friend Sleez Bomb, who is still in Vegas, but will be back in full effect, I want to say tomorrow or on Wednesday. So if you guys are part of the Sleez Bomb Nation, he will be back soon. He was celebrating his mother's birthday this weekend in Vegas, but he'll be back in Fresno. I think he's leaving tonight. So yeah, well, welcome over. Ask any and all of your questions. Henry or Goddard rest of the season? Here's the thing. I think Goddard has been consistently the most reliable target when he's in the lineup for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think Hunter Henry has taken advantage of some fantastic matchups. The only reason why I would slightly lean Goddard is for the ceiling, and the only reason why I would slightly lean Hunter Henry is I think he's got a better track record of being healthy long term. So if you need the ceiling, if you need the splash at tight end, I think Goddard is probably the right answer because he's just been so reliable, not game script dependent, and he has been the wide receiver one, so to speak, in every sort of passing scenario when he's in the lineup. Where's your lean here?
I think it's just Henry. Honestly, like Goddard's fine, but I mean they were completely schemed up touches that he got this week, and
very touchdown dependent. I agree.
Yeah, and like Hunter Henry. Like I think that like the Eagles will absolutely dominate a couple weeks to where Henry Goddard just isn't part of the game plan. We've seen it before, and Hunter Henry will always be part of the game plan. You were right. He probably doesn't have the pure. I guess he probably does. Like he had 29 points last week. So,
yeah.
So like I guess he still has upside as well. I personally like Hunter Henry more, and I was before the season. I was one of those that. I know you didn't like Goddard, and I was.
No, I like Goddard. It was Sleez didn't like Goddard.
Okay, Sleez didn't. Yeah. Like I was willing to draft him at the 110s whenever he was going there before the draft.
Amazing. Frizzle says, lost this week. My starting RBs is Kyron and Travion. I think it's time for a change. Well, Kyron's still sell high for me, and he has a pretty decent matchup on Thursday Night Football against the 49ers, but he is a sell high for me. So, and I think this is your window. What were you going to say? Who?
Yeah, I think Kyron. I would definitely start him this week. I think that he will be a sell higher possibly after this week. A short rest against a banged up team.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to play a game here. If anybody in the chat, and it's offered to exclusively people on YouTube, if anybody in the chat gets 100% on all 4 positions, and like we'll know if you guys are cheating or not. If anybody gets 100% right away, first comment in gets 100% for the top 10 at each position in fantasy, we will gladly give you some sort of free pick'em ticket or drafters entry for the next week. And when I say we, I mean I. All right. So who? Give me a wild guess on who you think the top 10 quarterbacks are in fantasy production after week 4 thus far.
By like in any order?
No, just in order. Like who you think is
in order?
1 to 10. Yeah.
Is number 1 Daniel Jones?
No.
Okay.
No, just for this week. Not
this past week. Matt Stafford?
QB2.
QB2. Who was QB1? I can't remember who QB1 was.
Think about all the high scoring.
Yeah. Was it Dak?
Dak had 31 fantasy points.
Yeah.
Stafford at QB2 with 27.4. Who is QB3? And it's very close to Stafford.
Was it Drake May?
No. Look behind you.
Oh, Mahomes. Yeah.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
QB4, 27.3 points. QB4.
I don't remember, honestly. I don't remember any of them.
Well, just based off of the games, it was Jordan Love at QB4, Josh Allen, QB5 with 25.9, Carson Wentz, shocker, 23.2, Drake May, 23.2 at QB7, Baker Mayfield, 19.9, Jackson Dart, 19.8, Michael Penix Jr., 19.7. Pretty wild. And he's tied. Penix and Purdy are tied with 19.7. And then you got Hurts, Stroud, Kyler Murray, Marcus Mariota. And the answer was definitively CJ Stroud over Daniel Jones. So I won that one.
Yeah. I knew it wasn't Daniel Jones. I thought you meant for the entire season.
Yeah, no. But yesterday we had a question where it was was it yesterday? No, it was Saturday. My bad. Would you trade Ladd for Woody Marks or Kyron? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. I would not trade Ladd for either one of them Galaxy pickers, and I'll tell you why. It's simply because when the weathers get colder, the slot usage goes up. So Ladd McConkey is a fantastic buy low if you can afford the buy low option. Like the fact that Woody Marks is an option for Ladd, hell yeah. Like I would gladly give away Woody Marks after his week 5 matchup against the Baltimore Ravens to get Ladd and potentially somebody else if Ladd continues to struggle. What about you, man?
I have a hard time giving Ladd up because he's so talented.
Absolutely.
And that offense completely fell apart when Joel went out of the game. Like they couldn't block anybody. So like it's hard to really see what was going on there. Like QJ got deep once. That's about it.
Yeah.
And it was a crazy throw. Like a crazy throw.
Agreed. Mahomes, wrong, Dustin. Frizzell says, which RB should I aim for if I do sell Kyron? I would say you could potentially get a Brees and somebody. You could get Chase Brown and somebody. Those are the guys I'd be targeting. Love. Were they so back? Favorite buy lows after this week? Fantastic question. Derrick Henry's up there at the very top of my list.
Yeah. I mean, BTJ.
Yeah, BTJ's got to be up there as well.
He showed a little bit, but not a lot.
Brock Bowers.
Bowers. Yeah.
DJ Moore.
True. Yeah. I mean, where are you at on DeAndre? Where are you at on DeAndre Swift?
DeAndre Swift has been a pleasant surprise. I like him, even though he's been going against not the most advantageous matchups, he's still taking advantage of it. Just being, especially in PPR format, that is the caveat. It has to be PPR format exclusively because that's where I think he's elite, and that's where he's going to continue to produce.
Like, he's probably a buy low because everybody hates him.
Yeah.
Like, and I do think Monengai is going to take more of the role, but I mean, Ben Johnson's had 2 great running backs before,
Yeah, we've seen it, certainly.
Yeah.
Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network in the house, in the chat. Good to see you, brother. We're very well. I hope you're doing wonderful as well, man. The floor is always open for you, buddy. You got an open invite if you want to hop on and chop it up and talk ball with us. Just give me the word and I'll send you a DM, buddy. All right. So let's change gears here and let's talk about the bye weeks in week 5 and then prioritize just the waiver wire list. And I'm going to just get into the waiver wire list. And then Frizz, wait, Chase Brown, what's the reasoning for buying him? Because this is the lowest value you'll ever get him at, and he still has a workhorse role, and he's got a lot of check down equity. And with a quarterback like Jake Brown, you're going to see a lot of check down equity. I do like him as a buy low. I hated him at his fantasy football value in round 2. He would, like, I've been quoted several times in several different streams, several different clips saying Chase Brown is one of the most overvalued players. Right now, I'm comfortable buying low on him. We always buy low and we always sell high. What's going wrong for BTJ? Well, prior to this week that just passed, he was a volume guy who got a lot of drops. This week, he had a lot of catches, but not a lot of volume. It's just game script dependent. It hasn't come all together, but I'm still holding and I'm still buying low. I work running my booty off at the moment. Yes. Don't do that. Was offered, Adrian Beecher son says, was offered Jackson Smith and Jigba for Hampton. My squad: Jalen Hurts, CMC, Bucky, Justin Jefferson, McConkey, Devontae. I'm assuming that's Devontae Adams. Kelsey, Flex, Brees Hall, Omarion Hampton, bench, Dobbins, Downs. You don't take that trade.
I mean, Hampton's so good.
Yeah, like I like your receiving core. I love your running back room.
Yeah,
keep Hampton. Hampton's.
I mean, it's a great team. Like, it's a great team.
Yeah. Galaxy Picker says, "Are you selling K9 or Worthy?" I'm definitely buying low on K9. And if you guys know me and my channel, I've been quoted saying in the past, Xavier Worthy's floor is top 5.
He looks so good. Like,
he's so good.
KC offense is back to like 3 years ago now.
Like I told you guys, the Patrick Mahomes revenge tour, and for everybody who's new, and like I'm not victory lapping after week 4, but I am, because like I've been ridiculed, I've been bullied, I've been yelled at, I've been called stupid, terrible names, and I told everybody this offseason is the Patrick Mahomes revenge tour. Invest now. He's one of the greatest values in fantasy football, period. So I'm glad that he looks phenomenal, and like he's been putting up really good fantasy football production even prior to this past week without having all of his elite receiving targets. Just imagine what he's going to do down the stretch, especially in fantasy football playoffs, because they're only 500 right now, especially in fantasy football playoffs when they have a healthy receivers as well. That run game is not going to be productive. It's going to be on the arm and the legs of Patrick Mahomes.
They're going to have to play all the way to week 18.
Absolutely.
So you're not going to have any bench risk of them having the ones he locked up. That's all gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Halal Sobi says, I have Ladd, Tet as my wide receivers. I'm thinking of offering Jonathan Taylor and Mooney for Igbuka and Hampton. Oh, that's an interesting one. I have Gibbs, Sharp, Stevenson. What you guys think? I think that's a fantastic trade for you.
If you can get rid of, like, Mooney what did he get hurt with? I seen he was out.
He was standing on the sideline and it was very peculiar.
Yeah, and he had an out tag on DK at the end of the game. So I don't know. Like, I love JT, but like Igbuka plus Hampton, that is awesome.
Oh, Devonta Smith copy. No, I'm still not taking that trade, buddy. Found someone in my league that has Brees, Chase Brown, Trey Benson, Jordan Mason. I'm gonna try to offer Kyron to get Brees and Chase Brown. Should I add a wide receiver like Tet or Drake? Who are your other wide receivers, Frizz? I wouldn't be opposed to adding a wide receiver like Tet for those 2 running backs. I just need to know who your other wide receivers are prior to answering that. Sorry, I'm late in the gym. Never apologize, man. What are you lifting today? What's on the docket? Knicks or Fields, 4-point touchdown. I think you asked this 15 times, and for 15 times we said Justin Fields, and I'll answer this another 15 times for us. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in.
I mean, I didn't answer it, but I'm going to say Fields too.
My man. Golden is starting to get it going, Disco. This was the perfect storm, the perfect matchup for him, and like he's not going to get it going much over on the the bye week here on week 5. Here's a fun one. I have to drop one. Swift, Montgomery, Henderson, Godwin. Montgomery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a tough decision.
Yeah. Why do you have to drop one of them? Garrett Hermes says, hey guys, new here. My RB room is Chase Brown, Dobbins, Henderson. Should I dump 100% fab on Woody Marks? I would say so, yes. Yes, especially, and like, here's the thing. After he splashes in week 5 against Baltimore Ravens, you sell high. You could sell high for sure, buddy. 100% fab. This is one of those guys you want to spend 100% fab on because the usage he had this week, and I called him as a smash start. Like, I thought Pacheco was going to suck. I said start Marks over Pacheco. Marks thankfully outproduced Pacheco, but still, Woody Marks was phenomenal. He's got an even better matchup this week. Frizz says CD, Tet, Drake, Matthew Golden, Luther, Burden, Jalen Coker. So I would say yes, trade away Tet because you have CD Lamb coming back for those 2 running backs in that offer, but do it as a counter. You do have Jalen Coker coming back potentially this week. It just hurts because Luther Burden's not somebody I'm comfortable starting. So we're going to get into the waiver wire targets that I want you guys to pick up and spend a little bit of fab on. But I'm comfortable making that.
Is it start 2 or 3?
Two wide receivers.
Oh, yeah.
Big chest day. Lightweight. Let's go. Thanks, guys, so much. You're very welcome, buddy. Good luck, and thank you for tuning in. What's good, BDE and family? Good to see you, Moet Mills. Lonely Stoner 401 says 12 team 2PR wide receiver heavy and Chase, JSN, London Flowers, and Waddle, Arby's, Kyron, Scat, Hendo, Rashad White, Algier, tight end Henry and Ingram. Trade Flowers, Henry for Hendo, and Hendo for Brees and Tyler Warren. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think Zay Flowers is going to get an uptick in usage, especially if we don't see Lamar Jackson. I like everything. Speaking of cryptic, everything has been cryptic since the injury and him coming off the field. I don't know if he actually has a hamstring injury or if he just was fed up with how terrible that game was going for them. Nevertheless, if he is legitimately injured, I anticipate if the game was closer, he wouldn't have come out of the game. So, but if he does miss time, I think not Woody Marks. I think Rush is going to favor Zay Flowers because the splits that we saw were heavily favored to Zay Flowers in those matchups, and Zay Flowers would be a sell high after that. How much fab on Woody? I have 78. I would say 76, 77, 78, all of it.
Yeah.
Need a bye week filler for Kraft. I could also drop BTJ or Golden. LOL, not a good fit. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm sitting at 4-0. Would you offer BTJ for Rice to the 1-4 team? No, I'm holding on to Brian Thomas Jr. Even though I like Rashee Rice, I'm holding on to Brian Thomas Jr. Would you guys ship Genty for Tet and Scat? This is your sell high window for Ashton Genty. And I told everybody last week, buy low on Ashton Genty because the Chicago Bears give up significant fantasy production to running backs. I did it personally in my main Disco Balls Dynasty startup. I bought him dirt cheap and I just sold him very, very high after he scored his 3rd touchdown. So buy low, sell high. This is your sell high window for Ashton Genty. For Tet and Scat, I don't feel like that is fantastic return. I think you could get more return because this is the highest his value will ever be moving forward.
I think that Genty is the truth. I've thought that for a while. That offensive line is really bad though. If they try to run him in the middle of the field like they were previously, it is the highest he will be. If they decide to run him outside and actually pass the ball to him, he could just be good.
Yeah, so here's my caveat. If it's Dynasty, I'm not selling Ashton Genty.
Sure. Okay.
If it's redraft, I'm selling him. 100%.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, okay. So we got the Bears, Packers, Steelers, and Falcons all on bye weeks, meaning guys like Bijan Robinson, Michael Penix, Drake London, Kyle Pitts all on byes, Josh Jacobs, Matthew Golden, Romeo Dobbs, Jordan Love, Tucker Kraft all on byes. All the Bears players and all the Steelers players, DK Metcalf, Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Warren, or Kenneth Gainwell. So do not blow your fab on Kenneth Gainwell because he's not playing this week. You don't want to blow your fab on somebody who's not playing this week. And we're not certain right now if Jalen Warren won't be back for week 6. Okay. So just hear me out. Okay. So my top waiver wire targets in order: Woody Marks, 100% fab. Go for him. Rostered in 32%. Alec Aoman is still somebody you need to get. Wan'Dale Robinson and what's his face? Darius Slayton, both legitimate must-get targets. I lean Wan'Dale Robinson as a waiver wire target. Where's your lean?
And full PPR probably one, Dale.
Yeah.
And half PPR, I think I like Slayton a little more, but
I love that reasoning. I generally do love that reasoning. But in case you guys have been living on a rock, it was confirmed after the MRI today that the dude has been, and the dude I'm talking about, Malik Neighbors, has confirmed a torn ACL and will be missing the entire season. So you want to get one of those wide receivers. Kenneth Gainwell, I like it. Romeo Dobbs, I like it. But both of those guys have bye weeks. Ollie Gordon, Jackson Dart is rostered in only 25% of your leagues. Pick him up if he's available. Corum, I don't think is a bad call. Kendry Miller, I'm not overreacting, but I understand why he's up there. I think Sam Darnold is a legitimate start moving forward, especially as a QB2. Jalen Coker should be back off of IR this week, so he's a fantastic pickup if he's available. I like Braylon Allen, Chris Rodriguez Jr., Rashad White, Brashard Smith, your guy, my guy, Kyle Monungai. And speaking of Brashard Smith, it was nice seeing those are our top 20 waiver wire targets. So let's do a little recap time. We're just going to talk about the game, talk about some significant fantasy performances, give you guys the score, and then talk about the following matchup that they have. So the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings squared off in Ireland, I want to say, and Minnesota is staying overseas. They got a game in London next week, so Minnesota will be playing the Cleveland Browns at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. And if anybody learned a valuable lesson this week is set an alarm. I don't care what coach you are, set an alarm about an hour before and check for injuries prior to the game, because Jalen Warren was announced very late as an injured player, and Kenneth Gainwell ended up being a top. Where did Kenneth Gainwell finish amongst running backs? He finished as thus far, he's the RB3 with 31.4 fantasy points. So like all the Jalen Warren holders and guys who are starting him, absolutely devastated.
Address your chat real quick. You got a bot.
Yeah. Ban user.
I don't have the ability to.
No, you're good. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yep.
Okay, so the score was 24-21. Justin Jefferson looked back and like he was better than ever. DK Metcalf had his legacy game. Aaron Rodgers was fantastic. Carson Wentz was very productive. Jordan Addison looked explosive. TJ Hawkinson was meh. The other tight ends were meh. The other wide receivers were meh. Anything that you want to talk about, and then we'll get back to the chat after this.
Justin Jefferson's him. He's back.
100%.
He looked so good. Carson Wentz done exactly what you need to do to keep the fantasy production up. And Jordan Addison, how did he not score? How did that linebacker catch him like that?
Peyton Wilson's got to be the fastest man alive.
Addison is fast. I know we kind of stuttered there, but the fact that he got caught was crazy. It didn't look like he even tried to slow down or anything either.
He gave up 10 to 15 yards too, and he caught up to him.
It was crazy.
That was a great game. Once again, guys, the Steelers are on a bye, so do not blow your fab on Kenneth Gainwell because he's not playing next week. Should I put the fab on Rashad White if Bucky is out for some time? I don't think Bucky's going to be missing any time, but I think Rashad White is a fantastic play, especially if Mike Evans is out, because he's going to see a lot more usage, especially as a receiving back moving forward. Moet Mill says, I have Sutton, AJ, CD, Rice, IR, Ayuk. Would you trade AJ Brown for Dix? No, absolutely not. Would you do that?
Oh, man. I'm not going to. I would want to. I wouldn't do it, but I would want to.
So word of advice, last week after AJ Brown nuked and had a fantastic outing, we said sell now, right? Because you cannot project his production. So next time he nukes, Moet Mills, please listen carefully. Next time he nukes, please sell him high, okay? Because he's just inconsistent. He's a fantastic wide receiver, great for best ball, terrible for any other format. Should I drop Sharp for Marks? I have Bijan out this week. I would say so, yes.
I think so too. And I looked up the matchup. Sharp says I have a great matchup this week. So
who do the Seahawks play?
They play the Buccaneers.
Yeah, not an ideal matchup. It's more of a receiving matchup, and plus Sharp's in a split. Whereas consistently Nick Chubb's been 10 to 12 touches. So I'm gonna send Kyron and Tet for Brees, Chase Brown, and Keon Coleman. How's that? I love that trade for you. Generally love that trade for you.
Yep.
Best offer I got is Genty Golden for Igbuka, Chase Brown. Smash that or not?
Genty and Golden for are you? Which side are you getting?
He's trying to trade away Genty. Andre's in our
Okay.
Patreon as well. I'm not taking
I
that.
wouldn't do that.
Yeah, you could get like who's the Derrick Henry owner and who's like a struggling wide receiver that Derrick Henry owner has. That's who I'm targeting. Is Ridley just not going to do anything this year? I told you guys not to draft him respectfully. I think Ridley is tough to project, but he has historically been a second half wide receiver of the season, second half of the season. So he's a good buy low, and I think a lot of people are going to be dropping him. How do we feel about Tajay Spears as a stash? One of the best stashes in football that you could possibly have. Shadow days. Talk about Rams legend Adonai Mitchell. We'll get there. Shout out to my guy Knifey Spoonie. Do you boys like Hunter Henry at Buffalo or Zach Ertz at LA Chargers this week in PPR? I would give the lean to Zach Ertz only if Jaden Daniels is back. That's where I would give the lean. If Jaden Daniels is not back and he misses once again, the lean goes to Hunter Henry. Where you? Because we just saw Jawan Johnson get shut down. Where are you at with this?
I'm on Hunter Henry. I think they're going to be throwing the ball all game.
Yeah,
I'm pretty high on Hunter Henry right now, so like maybe I need to cool it. I don't know.
No. I mean, hey man,
I think you're trying to like not be a Patriots fan, maybe.
Yeah. Moet Mills says that's it. I want to, but what the fuck is going on? This is in regards to AJ Brown. Here's what's going on. They are winning football games, and that's all that matters in the NFL to NFL coaches and NFL quarterbacks is winning football games. They don't care about your fantasy football teams. If they're playing from behind, they will air it out. If they're not playing from behind, they will be a little bit more cautious. There's not a lot of scenarios and situations where the Philadelphia Eagles will be playing from behind. Who do the Eagles have this week? The Eagles have the...
They have the Broncos, I think.
No, the Jets have the... no, that's October 9th. Eagles play the Denver Broncos. So this could be a game where we see a lot of usage, but Patrick Surtain, unless anything happens to him, should be lined up on AJ Brown the vast majority of the time. So this is not another situation where I like AJ Brown.
I mean, it depends. Like if Bo Nix comes out and actually plays like a real NFL quarterback tonight against a terrible defense, like maybe he'll have some confidence and maybe they'll make it a game. If not, if they struggle again, I don't think he's going to get it together against the Eagles.
Yeah. See, this is why we do what we do. Mill says, I watched the whole game, just bad throws, shake my head. I will, good advice. Henry owner has Brian Thomas Jr. Brian Thomas Jr. and Derrick Henry are two top 5 buy low options. If you could throw in Ricky P as a third for Ashton Genty and Tedaro McMillan, I'm taking that trade 100% of the time. Take it and run, brother. Yeah. That's my advice. Frizz Ill says, if I do get rid of Kyron, should I still hold on to Blake or drop him? I would say try to pair them both, get rid of both of them. Or yeah, I mean, try to pair them both. Try and pair them both. I think that gives a lot of value away. Nico needs to bounce back. I would love for Nico to bounce back. I just bought low for him. He was part of the package that I got for Ashton Genty.
What do you think about the Cam Robinson trade?
I mean, for a team that needs offensive line terribly, why would you get rid of one of your offensive linemen? It just doesn't make no sense. And they traded him to the Browns.
Yeah, like I totally don't understand anything about it. Like, was he that bad in the locker room?
I couldn't tell you. Honestly, I have no idea.
That's the only thing that makes any sense, right? Like that he did something to somebody in the locker room that like, you need to get out of here. When
I do put up the all 22, he's been getting beat like a drum.
Has he? Okay.
Yeah. Big facts. Thanks, gang. Anytime, brother. All right. Game 2, we already covered our waiver wires. I was going to victory lap my 76% props, but we'll do that when we get halftime because that's my highest odds thus far this week. I'm victory lapping right now. So I went 16 out of 21, 76%. JSN was a miss. I had his receiving yards 84.5. Justin Jefferson over 5.5 receptions, smashed in almost the first half, if not the first half. Amon-Ra St. Brown over 21.5, longest reception, smashed. Puka Nacua over 90.5 receiving yards, smashed. Worthy over 18.5, longest reception, smashed. Adunze over 61.5 receiving yards. That was a sweat, but we got, I believe he had like 65, 66. Golden over 21.5, longest reception, smashed. Kenneth Walker, anytime TD, missed. Travion Henderson over 10.5, longest rush, smashed. He had 11. Quinshon Judkins, anytime TD, fantastic. He got it. Omarion Hampton, anytime TD plus over 62.5 rushing yards, smash and smash. James Cook, anytime TD, smash. Saquon Barkley, over 15.5 receiving yards was my number one lock. Smash. He had 30 plus. I had Pollard, anytime TD, wrong. Bijan Robinson, over 15.5 longest rush. He had 14. Jonathan Taylor, over 86.5 rushing yards. Didn't happen. CMC, anytime TD, smash. Kyle Pitts, anytime TD, smash. And Kyle Pitts, over 16.5 longest reception, smashed. We smashed a lot of props.
So you got Adonai Mitchell.
Yeah.
The holding call.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because he had 54 yards on that run.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Adonai Mitchell, just number one fuck guy. Halal Soap says, if JT Mooney for Egbuka Hampton trade goes through, my team would be Hurts, Gibbs, Hampton, Egbuka, Tet, Ladd. Yeah, it's a fantastic team.
Yeah.
I think that's how I would rate it. Fantastic team. All right, let's look at the next game.
Yeah.
All right, Eagles versus Bucks. Eagles won 31-25. Dallas Goedert was enough. Dallas Goedert was fantastic. Jalen Hurts was very productive. One of the safest floors in fantasy football with a high ceiling. AJ Brown, useless. Devonta Smith, useless. The Eagles got up early. Saquon Barkley was significant in the receiving game. And then we saw a wrinkle in the tush push where Saquon Barkley was the beneficiary because everybody thought that the tush would be pushed. And I was concerned about Vita coming into the game, stopping the tush push. What are your thoughts on this game? Just break it down for me. Like, is there any buys? I thought Kate Otten would be a little bit more useful. I'm still picking up Kate Otten as a waiver wire target, especially in a decent matchup. Who do they play? They play the Seahawks. It's a fantastic matchup for tight ends. So I like Kate Otten next week a lot. I think he's a smash DFS target.
I wonder if, because they've got a lot of slack for the offensive line leaving early on the tush push.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're trying to find ways to not run it as much. Possibly. I don't think that that's what's happening, but maybe that's kind of where they're going with it because they notice their guys are leaving early. They don't want to call them because that's guaranteed touchdown. Like, if that gets called once, that's just taking a touchdown off the board, possibly, right?
Yeah, no matter what you're doing as a defense when it comes to the tush push, you're absolutely wrong. We have 88 people watching on the Big Draft Energy Twitter channel. Head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. Smash a like, subscribe would mean the world to me. If you guys want to tell us on any of our props, and we'll talk about our props shortly, make sure you sign up on Drafters using promo code DISCO. He says, "Is today the Mason Taylor day, fellas?" It has to be. It absolutely has to be. It needs to be. Oh my God, I have so many Mason Taylor bags in best spots. Crazy.
Same.
Dustin Stone says Godwin 10 targets first game back. Nice to see. Absolutely, just a rough matchup, and he didn't look like he was back 100%, but the usage was there. The snap share was nice. Football Guy still has not put up the snap shares, so when that happens, we'll definitely discuss it in our start sit videos for.
You want the snap shares?
Yeah. If you could give me the snap shares, that would be great. Colby and the Cattle Dogs. I got one more sleep until the wife is back home. Oh my God. I've missed you so much. How's the camping going, baby? Say hi to the in-laws. Rocky says hello. That's my wife, by the way. And Kobe, his picture here is him camping at Algonquin Park. He goes every year. The annual pilgrimage. Rocky, please stop. That's enough. Apology. Is more of a receptions or yards type of tight end. Well, here's the thing, right? I believe he's more of a yards type of tight end because that's where Miami gives up significant production is the chunk plays. So I'm more so leaning his yardage. I did put Andre, if you look in the Patreon or the Discord, I did put up my favorite prop for Mason Taylor.
Okay, so
talk to
Godwin. The offense had 72 total snaps. Godwin played 58, 81%.
Hey, that I was saying 30 to 40, so that's very encouraging. And once again, he's going to need to be used against the Seattle Seahawks. Can't wait. We miss you. I miss you more. I believe I took Mason Taylor over 2.5 receptions as my prop on my pick'em ticket. Okay. Rocky, can you stop it, man?
I kind of like Garrett Wilson touchdown tonight.
We're going to build a pick'em ticket together, by the way. I just put $10 on Drafters, so you and I could build a pick'em ticket together. So we're going to build one. I don't know if I want to go 100x or not. We'll figure it out. Just some of our favorite props and some of our favorite locks, and we're going to go from there. All right, next game, and we'll go one by one. So you covered the Eagles game, Panthers versus my New England Patriots. Chuba Hubbard is starting to concern me. I am very concerned with Chuba Hubbard. This is another fantastic matchup, even though the Patriots don't give a lot of fantasy production to opposing running backs. The volume should have been there, and it wasn't. And it's not like there was a bunch of turnovers. It was just a very anemic rush approach. And in the quality touches where it mattered the most, Rico Dowdle has been taking a lot, and that was a trend that continued. Tedderone McMillan was banged up. He was shadowed. There were some good opportunities. There were some bad opportunities. It wasn't fantastic. I think my biggest concern, and I think somebody that is droppable now, is Demario Douglas. Only 2 snaps. That is painful. That is very, very painful. Other than that, Stephon Diggs came back in such a way. And we learned, because you and I talked about this yesterday morning. I said, like, they've that the Carolina Panthers have given up the least production to opposing quarterbacks in terms of fantasy points. And I said, I don't think their defense is that good. I just think that the quarterbacks haven't had to perform. Drake May was fantastic once again. And I love the Cam Newton celebration. All right, next game, you'll get this one. At Tennessee, and who do the Patriots play? Buffalo Bills next week. Carolina plays the Miami Dolphins.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. You got
another great matchup.
Yeah. Devon Achane to the moon. Tua Tagovailoa to the moon. Tennessee Titans versus the Houston Texans. Titans lost 26-0. The Titans looked anemic, pathetic. Calvin Ridley, non-existent. The one saving grace that the Tennessee Titans do have coming into week 5 is Tajay Spears should be back and removed off of the PUP. So with that being said, what did you like about this game? And by the way, I said Woody Marks would be a smash start, and boy, did that boy smash. He had 27 fantasy points, absolutely phenomenal. And I think he's going to smash again in week 5 against the Baltimore Ravens, and then the Titans play the Arizona Cardinals. So fire up Trey Benson and Amari DeMarcado. I think they're both going to be fantastic starts in both DFS, redraft, you name it, start them. So what's your takeaways from this game?
Jaden Higgins is alive, number one.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, and I mean, nothing happened in the first half. Like, it was 6-0 with, I think, 2 is at least one. I think each team missed a field goal though in the first half too.
I think Sly missed 2.
Yeah, well, I think he missed 2, and I think the Texans guy missed 1 as well.
Yeah, Kaimi Fairbairn. Peter says Knicks or Fields. It's Fields for us.
But man, whenever they came out at a halftime, they started trying to run the ball, and they were actually like the Texans offensive line started moving people. I don't know, like, I haven't looked. Maybe they ended up benching Cam Robinson as playing somebody else, and that's
I have not looked.
Like, because if that happened, that would make sense. But I mean, let me look at the snap share there for the.
Yeah, I only watched the all 22 for the Titans games when I hate my life, and I've been okay. I haven't hated my life.
I just finished that whole game. I don't watch the all 22, but I watch the condensed games.
Yeah,
and they were awful. It was like, so they started the second and third drive, they looked okay. And then they just had penalties after penalties after penalties. Yeah. So, like, they're not well coached is all it is.
They're not well anything. Yeah. All right, next game. Do you want to take the Chargers and Giants game, or did you want to take the Saints and Bills game?
Whichever.
Okay, I'll talk about the Saints and Bills game. The Alvin Kamara usage has been absolutely atrocious, and it's only gotten worse, and it's going to continue to get worse.
Chat again.
I got it. Yeah, it's only gotten worse, and it's going to continue to get worse until there's a trade where he goes to a competitor. So for that, I do like Kamara as a potential buy low. This game was a lot closer than I thought it would be to start off the game. It was rather concerning for the Buffalo Bills side. That defense, once again, in a plus matchup, disappointed. That defense is not good, and I'm not starting them anymore moving forward. Watch them smash my Patriots, that defense. Watch the Patriots get smashed by the Buffalo Bills defense. Make it make sense. Josh Allen, once again, phenomenal. James Cook is...
Are you muted? Yeah, so I'll go ahead and talk about the Los Angeles Chargers and the Giants. Say something. Okay, no. All right, so my two boys, Omari and Hampton and Cam Scadaboo, face off.
Mic check.
There we go. You're good. Okay. I don't know what happened. It just shut off all of a sudden.
It's you, man. It's you. It's the exact same thing that happened last time. It's happening.
Yeah, now you're using the webcam mic, I believe.
Yep.
Scadaboo, 25 attempts, 79 yards. Like, he couldn't get it done in the red zone, which is scary. But Jackson Dart, man, like, he looked awesome running the ball. The turf at MetLife claimed 2 more souls, 1 for the season, 1 for a few games. That's really the story here, is the turf at MetLife ruining another fantasy season for a lot of people. You hate to see it. But Omari and Hampton finally got some open space and showed people why he's a first-round NFL running back. And it was beautiful. And as soon as Alt went out, the Chargers' offensive line completely collapsed. And, like, they just couldn't get it done. I lost my survivor pick. Congratulations to me.
Yikes.
Yeah. I mean, they were, like, it was all heart. Like, Jackson Dart and it was just all heart out there. It was a great win for them.
So yeah, I don't know what's going on with my mic. That spam thing keeps coming in. So we are going to call it short here. So before we go, we have 110 people watching us on YouTube and on Twitter. Let's build a pick'em ticket together.
Yeah. I haven't looked at this slate too deep. So something I like a lot, I like Achan's receptions over 5.5.
Okay, I have that already in 1, but I'll take it. All right. And then I like Chase Brown. Oh, his longest reception is gone. Pain. Major pain. Give me Breece Hall over his 11.5 longest reception.
Yeah, I like that. There's no reception line for Chase Brown.
I took his longest reception at 9.5 on like 6 other tickets.
J.K. Dobbins, 65.5 rushing seems pretty solid.
I like that.
Unless you think that Harvey's going to get his chance. I think it's a Dobbins game, though.
It could be one or the other, right? And like worst case scenario, Dobbins gets hurt. I'm going to take Evan Ingram over 12.5 longest reception.
Nice. Let's look at. Well, I mean, Miami's defense is terrible.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to ask you what you think. I don't necessarily love this, but I've heard a lot of smart people say they love Tua over 1.5 touchdowns.
I'm one of those smart people.
Okay. So I will go ahead and champion that.
I think the only issue is you can't pair Tua with a receiving prop. Like it would have to be his interception.
It's letting you.
Oh, okay. We'll try it. Okay, over 1.5 passing touchdowns. All right. So I'm going to say I like one of Garrett Wilson's receiving props.
Yeah, I about took one of them.
Yeah, I'm going to give the lean to the 5.5 receptions because he always gets hyper targeted and hyper focused by Justin Fields when Justin Fields is out there. So I'm going to take his 5.5 receptions. I like that a lot.
Got it.
All right, one more each.
All right, so I mean, I could have nuked the whole thing there. What is Cortland Sutton's stuff at?
So Sutton currently is at 65.5 receiving yards, 22.5 longest reception.
I don't know that I love a whole lot else that's left.
So can I mention something?
Yeah.
Like last time these two teams faced, which one wide receiver on the Denver Broncos nuked?
Was it? Oh, it was Mims.
Yeah, and right now his receiving yards prop is at 26.5. His longest reception is at 14.5.
Is he officially in or out?
I couldn't tell you. I'm assuming he's in.
It was in question a little bit ago. So, like, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to play. So
that's fine. So I'll give my next one. It's Mason Taylor over 21.5 receiving yards. The Miami Dolphins hemorrhage production, 2 tight ends. And I believe this is the Mason Taylor breakout game. His 12.5 longest receptions are also enticing. I think it's a little bit more free. Which one would you lean?
I think 12.5 longest feels good.
Okay.
And I mean, we're doing all overs, it looks like, huh?
Yeah. Tends to be majority of mine.
So receptions, I mean, Jamar Chase, 5.5 receptions. Jake Browning does kind of target, like, right? Like,
yep. So I'm gonna put $10 on this. I'm also gonna safety it. Okay. Evan Ingram longest receptions prop has get out of town.
What did it change?
It said Evan Ingram longest reception prop is gone. So I'm just going to take his 20.5 receiving yards. Okay, entries in. So we got Breece Hall over 11.5 longest reception, Tua Tagovailoa over 1.5 passing touchdowns, Jamar Chase over 5.5 receptions, Mason Taylor over 12.5 longest reception, Evan Ingram over 21.5 receiving yards, J.K. Dobbins over 64.5 rushing yards, HN over 5.5 receptions, Garrett Wilson over 5.5 receptions. Once again, guys, if you guys want to tail, sign up on Drafters Fantasy using promo code DISCO. If you guys tail this bet, you will 100x your money if it hits. Tail at your own risk. If you have gambling issues, please gamble responsibly. Seek help if you don't have any sort of outlet and you got a lot of issues. Seek help. Never gamble more than what you can lose. Once again, sign up on Drafters using promo code DISCO to double your first deposit. We are going to head out, but before we head out, please, guys, take a moment. If you're one of the 113 people watching simultaneously on Twitter and on YouTube, head over to Who Hames channel. Who Hames, please let the folks know how they can watch you and support you. And he's so close to his goal of 500 subscribers. So let's help our brother get there, guys. Please, together.
Yeah, so Who Hames, just type that in. It should pop up as the name is shown on the screen. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Time, I usually go live earlier. I'll be with Steve Schaup. We do a detailed breakdown of every single game that was on the slate. And we usually go about 15 minutes per team. And we talk a little bit about what to look for in the future. I think it's a really good show. A lot of people that are hanging around that channel, it's really small right now, but we've had some pretty big hits in the DFS over the last month. I got fifth in the Wildcat. Another guy got sixth in the Wildcat. Pepper Tony this past weekend got first in the Octopus. And then I also got second in a showdown. So come over there, get the goods, listen. Then whenever you disagree with something, don't listen to that part. that's what I do. Like I listen to like if they make sense, but I disagree. Like make your version of the bets that people are there with.
Absolutely.
Like I tried to tail that same bet, it wouldn't let me. I had to change Jamar Chase to over longest reception. Other than that, we got everything the same.
Love it. Big draft energy. Guys, head over on this link here that I posted. It's my friend Pete. He's over on the player profiler. We love Pete. Pete's a good person. So head over there, smash a like, and then put hashtag Disco Rate to show some love to our guy Pete. I'm Disco. That's my guy Who Hames. We'll see you guys for some of our start sit videos that we'll be posting probably on Wednesday and Thursday morning. Tomorrow is like not happening for me because I gotta go pick up the wife. But until next time, guys, God bless you. Be good to each other. Good luck tonight in all of your props and bets. Peace.